Hi everyone, and welcome back to another live stream on Faraday Academy. This is the 18th live stream in the series already, building the same app, this curriculum app on my Gwen F. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another live stream on Faraday Academy. This is the 18th live stream in the series already.
Not
building
sure
the
why
same
it's
app,
replaying.
this curriculum
Sorry for the
app
malfunction. One second.
on my 18th live stream series already.
Oh,
That's very strange. All right. Hopefully you can hear me. I had to mute my system because it was somehow repeating back what I was saying, which is really weird. All right. So anyways, as I was saying, this is the app that I've been building this whole time, which is on my GitHub Gwen F, and it's called curriculum-app. So all the code is live there and updated from my last live stream, which was yesterday. And so you can see about the project specifications, take a look at the mock-ups and stuff like that. And then I also, in projects, I have this dev task board with basically what I'm going to be updating each live stream. So last live stream, I was working on the Express side of the app. And yeah, I had some questions and things I wanted to figure out. And Cody Seibert, who's another YouTuber, very kindly made some comments and pointed me in the right directions on a couple things. So if you're one of the 100 or so people that are going to watch this live stream over the next day, then I hope that you'll also check out his channel because he also makes great JavaScript content, and you can see he has some cool Vue.js stuff as well. So I really appreciate those comments that he made on my video. If any of you have any comments, issues, questions, then please also make a comment, or you can also raise an issue in the repo here. So let's see, close that. So I do have the server. Here's the server running on port 5000, and then I have the front end running, which is the Vue.js application that I created with the Vue create CLI command, and so that's running on the regular port 8080. And then here is the code, which I'm actually going to move that around. Yeah. So that way I can just flip back and forth between the browser and the code more easily. So yeah, last time was the back end. This time I want to fix some issues on the front end that I've been waiting to fix. And then if I have time, I might fix the APIs between the back and the front end in continuation, or building out the API further and connecting the front end to new APIs. For saving different parts of the curriculum, basically. So here, I'm going to take this task next, and I put 2 here because this one's so short. So nav items need to be updated to v button to / okay, so I think I was incorrectly doing the nav before in Beautify. So let me actually close the back end. And let's see, so in the front end, I have the app.js, and then I have the home view. So I think actually the nav is being imported into app.view. So yeah, I have the top nav component. So let me find that component. Hey, Abdul Hamid, how are you? Nice to see you again. So the top nav here, let me see, is, oh, I see what I'm doing. So this is unfortunate. I'm doing an href here in the V button, so you can see these. And I don't think this is the correct way to do this because it's not using Vue router. So it's using just a regular browser link. So I want to use Vue router for the SPA features, single page application. So I'm going to change this to 2. And plus, like, what is this? Why do I have to put the pound sign? And then later, if I change this to history mode instead of having this pound sign here, then I'm going to have to update every single link across my application, which is going to be annoying. So that's why I put the dev task, update it to 2 instead of href. So let me update it here. Oops. 2. And yeah, so Beautify is using the router link here, which you're right is much better. Okay, so that should work. Let me just make sure my links are still working. Good. Awesome. So that's still working. And then, all right, so I'm going to move that to done now and implement new designs and colors. All right, so let me go one page at a time here. So this is the home page. And fortunately, Beautify has a lot of components built in that make these kind of layouts easier. So I'm actually going to start with the footer since that's pretty much a pre-built component, and then work through section 1, 2, 3. And I actually might not get to these 2 sections today because I do need to take screenshots and these screens aren't done. So I guess I could just put a placeholder square there if I want to. So let me start with the footer here. And Beautify, let me pull up Beautify. So Beautify has some pre-built footer elements. So I'm going to use an absolute footer, which positions it always at the bottom for me, as the name suggests. So vFooter component in its simplest container. And then it gives you more footer options. Like, you know, you're putting a footer on every site. So it's nice that it has all of these options pre-built for you. So if I wanted something more complicated, I think this is pretty nice. This one seems a little bit noisy, but for right now, I think I'm just going to use the standard absolute footer. So let me copy that. And vFooter. And where do I want to put this? So, okay. So in components, I'm going to have this on my home page. Am I putting it on any other page? No, because these are logged in views or will be logged in views. So I'm just going to put it on my logged out view for right now, which is just one page. So for right now, I'm just going to put it in my home page, but I'll have it as a separate component. So anytime I want to move it somewhere else, I can. So let's create a new component, which we'll call footer.view. And then I'll do a template. And then, okay, so this is just JavaScript, so I don't need a script tag down here for this. So if I get the full year, let me add a copyright symbol before that. So, and copy, and then of course I don't want Beautify there. I want the name of the application. Oh, I guess I haven't put it here either. So curricula app. So I'll just put this here, curricula app, and then while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and change this to curricula app. And Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm not importing the footer yet anywhere. So let's see. Home. Let me import it in home. And yeah, I guess I'll put it here. I don't need to pass anything in. No props. So here I'll put a script tag. And then yeah, I need to import the component. So let me register it first, and I'll say footer, and then I need to import it. So import footer from the components directory. And by the way, this is an alias that Vue has for the source directory, which is kind of nice. So I never have to do .. / and I always know this starts at the source directory. So I just do all of my relative links like this unless it's in the same folder, just to make it consistent. So anyways, so components, where is it? Oh, it's just in the top level components. So /footer.view. Yeah. All right, and there's my absolute positioned footer at the bottom. I don't think I have anything else. Of course, if this is going to be a real app, I want terms and privacy. I'm not going to add that yet because I don't really need it. So I'm just going to leave that how it is. We write 2020 curricula app. Yeah, that's fine for now. All right, and then let me add this section here. So this isn't like a hero image, so it's just going to be basically a blank box with this vertically centered and horizontally centered. So I think the easiest way to do that in Beautify is with a sheet. Let's see, sheets. Yeah, so here's a sheet, and I don't need any elevation. See, it disappears, but I can have elevation if I want. But for right now, I just want to be able to set a height basically and make it full width. And then center, vertically and horizontally center everything. The copy. Oh, this means copyright for the content. I actually don't have a license in the GitHub repo. It's not actually copyright. It's just, I guess, a standard thing to put on websites. So, yeah, and it looks weird to put the year 2020 without a copyright sign on it. Yeah, and there are a bunch of those kind of symbols that you can use in HTML, the shorthand ones. Okay, so top nav, I should have made these checkboxes. So top nav style and color updates. Oh, I didn't update the top nav. Well, let me finish the sheet first and then I'll work on that. Curricula app, this. So I need these three elements: title, subtitle, and button, and nested inside of a sheet. So let me grab. Actually, there is one example of a sheet. What was it under? I think it was in draws. So a navigation draw. And here it is. So this is a sheet. And because it vertically and horizontally centers the button already, so I'm just going to copy that. And it does, where does it do? Oh, align. So this is how Beautify will align and justify. So justify is side to side to center it from side to side, and this is aligned from top to bottom in the center. Sheet. Okay, and then I can take out all that extra stuff. All right, so there's the footer, get rid of that. And then, well, okay, so here, so I should just make a home directory, oops, in components, so I can put all of my home components in there. So let me make a home. By the way, I want to change this to lowercase because I want my Vue files to be uppercase. I don't think the folder should be. So anyways, I'll make a new file that will be header.vue, and since it's in home, I know it's related to the home page. So I'll put a template in here, put the sheet in there, and then, okay. And I'm going to have to remove the draw. There we go. So get rid of that. And I don't want anything to open yet on the button click. Okay, so now it's just static. Now I can import it here. Let me import it. Oh man. I need to get or find my USB hub because I have too many things plugged in to my laptop right now. All my USB ports are used up between plugging directly into my internet, this microphone, and I want to be using a mechanical keyboard because this is just very awkward to hit all my shortcuts. For some reason, Mac, like to use the command or control key with shortcuts, it's like you're bending your wrist in weird directions. So yeah, mechanical keyboards are great. What did I copy paste before? Oh yeah, copy pasted that. All right. So I have the header imported. I have it here. And then I'm going to get rid of this. Just going to get rid of it and restart. So, all right. And actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to move the footer into home because it's only used in home right now. So let me do that. All right. How much time? So it's only been 18 minutes. Okay, so now I have header and footer. Let me see how that looks. Okay, it's very, very bad. So let me put the 3 items that I need in here, which is a button, a subtitle, a title. And I have container, I have row. It's all in the same column, so I don't need column. I have a button. And now I have I guess an H1. And then what do I say here? Curricula app. Curricula app. And then I have an maybe an H3. Say create, share, and track your learning curricula. Create, share, and track your learning curricula. Oh, period. And then I guess I'll put just a BR here. Yeah, let me put this on another line, and then I'll put all for free. All for free. And then close that H3. All right, awesome. So I have all of these. And then the toggle button, what do I say on the button? Oh, sign up. So sign up. Yeah. And I mean, that's what Beautify is doing. So basically, Beautify has so many components and classes that you almost don't have to use Sass at all, like to build a regular application. Actually, I'm going to use, so if I go to typography, typography. So in this section, styles and animations, you can just basically use their classes to take care of padding, margins, typography. So I could put these classes on my headers, which I think is what I'm about to do, and then just use different classes for different screen sizes and really not have to write any CSS. Is that better? Maybe it's not if you're using a lot of classes, but if it's just a few classes, I think it's still pretty readable. So what am I doing here? I'm going to put a class here and take the display 3. So now it's kind of a nicer thin style font. And then what do I want for the other font? Oh, where is it? So I guess I'll put, oh, these are all regular. So yeah, the font I have right now is too bold, I think. Let me try display 1 for this one. So all right, I think that's actually okay. And then the colors all need to change. So let's move, actually, let me just not use color pink. So let me try to vertically align all of these things. So these two, so I guess I could, because this already aligned them inside the row, so I guess I could put another div. I don't really need a column here since it's just centered in the middle. And then I can give this a class of, okay, so it's putting it all on that side. And first let me see about this spacing here. So I don't know if I need this. So container, actually I definitely don't want any margin or padding on this container. So let me take that off. Oh, you always have to search for grid to get to container. So v container. So I could do removes viewport maximum width size breakpoints. Tag. So where are all the props? Was that it? Let me see if I can get to container. Doesn't seem like I can. All right. So I know there's a way to take it out, but I'm just going to do it without the container because I don't want that. Okay. Or maybe I do because it creates some margin and padding. So, but let me fix the row. So the row I can set no gutters. Yeah. Okay, so that's a little bit better. V container. Oh, let me refresh this. It's still giving me a V container and then row home page. So why is it doing that? Oh, is V sheet doing that maybe? This is V sheet. And then, oops. And then let me see. So I actually did this in another app recently. So let me just look at my GitHub real quick and see what it was I did. I'm working on this responsive Beautify application, by the way, and it's almost done. So I did like desktop, tablet, and mobile sizes for the shopping cart app. So let me see, because I wanted to dig deep into all of the features that Beautify offers because it's just so much. So I think I have a similar thing. So I have a home page here and I have a header, which is the same thing I'm doing now. So let me look at the header in components. Let's see, home, header, and then I'm using a sheet. So the sheet height, oh yeah, the sheet height is responsive, but I don't really need to do that. Overflow hidden, so I still have the position. Let me put that back then. So here. And then I do have V container. And then I have this, which works beautifully. So yeah, so it seems like what works in one app just doesn't work in another app. And I don't really need the sheet height, but I am doing it by pixels. I'm not sure that matters at all because 400 should just be 400 anyways. But it is, so on this container I could just take out the, I guess I could just remove the padding and margin, which is something I don't do here because actually for this app I have no sass at all, I don't think. So it's only Beautify styles. Oh, so this is hidden or centered. Okay, well, let me get rid of the div and see. Start from scratch again. So there we go. So it doesn't really like that. So for the container, so in grid system, I'm going to look for container, which I have 9 matches. So they're just using classes to give color to it. Row no gutters, which is what we're doing with the row. Yeah. And then certain elements as flex containers. Let's see what they're doing here. Oh, I think I made it all the way back now. Okay, so let me see if I can just look it up. So view container, remove margin and padding. I'm seeing if there's just a Beautify way to do this without. Oh, is it container fluid? Okay. Oh no, it's not container fluid. So that's from a long time ago. and that's Bootstrap. So, oh, I forgot to put Beautify. So let me try Beautify. And then so I think these were just, oh, let me see the Beautify docs. So spacing. So I can use just the Beautify padding and margin, these properties. I thought maybe container had just an option I could put on container, but it doesn't. So let me see. Horizontal negative margin. So I want 0, eliminates all margin and padding. And so I think property M or P, so maybe I can just do P0 and M0. Let me see. So in container, let me try P-0 and M-0 and see if that works. All right, so that only affected, so it's not even this container that I need to be worried about. I wonder if I'm doing something in home. So I guess here, maybe this is where I'm doing something. Let me just change this to a div because I don't really need those styles anymore because I'm not doing anything in this component. So let me change that. And actually I'm gonna put, let me hard refresh. Okay, so that didn't fix it. And then I'm importing home into here. So I do have vContent and then vContainer, so I might just remove vContainer and just put the router view in there. Yeah, and that's exactly what I want. Well, almost. So yeah, that removed all the margin and padding from there. And then now I want to kind of stack these one on top of the other. So I need, let's see what I need. In header, in row, I wonder if I should create a column here. vcol. And then just the default columns is 12. Then I don't need to put anything though. So let me see what that does, if that does anything. Okay, so that did work. And now I just want to center it. So let's see, am I already in grid? So let me search for vcol and, or center, I guess, to center the inner vcols. So those are centered. Not exactly what I want. So what are they doing here? So they have align and justify set, which are here, so I can set them as center. And then in the card, they also have it set in the card. Let me see. So justify center. These are all the different alignments. Okay, so it's V modeled to these ones. So if I change it here, then, oh, it didn't update here. This is just the start, I guess. Starting point. Okay. So let's see. V select. I mean, I already have align center and justify center. And then here I could put text align center and just, or class equals, maybe it's text center. You can try that. Yeah, so that actually works how I want it. And now on the V sheet, I want to set the height. Oh, that's why the height changed, because I was using PS. Okay, so that looks a lot better. So I'll probably put some padding in between things here, but that's almost just how I want it. And then I want the button to be bigger, so I might put large here. Yeah. And then, so color would be primary or something. So I do need to put, let me see if I put the colors in the app already. And I can definitely update the Beautify theme too. And change, and then I could use my own colors and just say primary and it would be my color. But let me see where, okay, public, Sass, index.sass. I do have variables here. Yeah, so these are all the colors that I want to use. And for the button, I have the orange color, and then I have the teal for the header and the tan color, I guess. Yeah, tan for the button and the header. So in Beautify, so let me look at theme and see how much work it would be to update the Beautify theme. So set to dark or light here. And then here's where I can customize these colors. So I don't think it matters what theme I do, except I think I'm already using dark in some places, but I really want light because, I mean, my app's really not dark. So let me copy this, and then in my plugins folder in Beautify, so I can update it here. And I'm not using comma dangles. If I was working with other people, I probably would be. Yeah, anyways. Okay, so now I have themes, light, okay. And then primary, secondary, accent, error. What about, yeah, I do want warning and success in there. So let me copy these two. All right, so awesome. Primary, secondary, accent, error, info, success, and now I just need to copy these colors out of there. And then maybe I need another color. So let me get teal, tan, orange, red, and maroon. So I mean, teal has to be, oh man. So teal has to be the info color. There's really no other info color. Red's gotta be the error color. And then let's see. Orange, I just love using orange everywhere. It's my favorite color. And I do think it looks good here and as kind of the standout color in the app. Like say, hey, click me. So I just want to use it for buttons that I want to stand out. So I can put that as the primary color for the app. And then I also want teal as the secondary color. No, well, so warning. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't have enough colors for all these. So warning, I might just go ahead and put orange. I could put red. I don't have any warnings planned in the app right now, but I'll leave it like that for now. Just make it the same as error until I need to update it. Maroon. So maroon, I think maroon could be an accent color. I don't think, so oh yeah, I do have it here as a background. So that will be the accent color. I'm gonna put a note here for right now so I remember which one's which. So, okay, and then I have red, which is the error and also the warning. And then I have orange because that's my primary color. And then I want teal. Teal's an info color, but I also want it as my secondary app color, and that's my header color. And then, oh, tan. So what am I going to do with tan? I have to do something with tan. So tan, I guess tan technically would be errors. So I guess tan technically would be my secondary color. So I leave teal as the info color and put tan as my secondary. Okay, so tan, orange, and oops, and of course that's red, that's obvious. Teal, success. What color is this though? I can't remember what color that is. So 4C. I don't even have 4C here. Do I? 4C3. So, oh, I guess I'm leaving whatever green they have there. That's okay. I can update green later. Let's say default green or default Beautify green. Okay. I am using that in the, I don't have it here, but the toaster notifications, I am using the default green for. All right, so now that that is done, this is in the light theme, so I have to make sure that I have the light theme set. So where do I set that? Do I have light, dark? So I need to change dark everywhere to light. Oh, it's only in 2 places, so let me put light there and light here. And now let me see how it looks. Yay, and I have my colors. Awesome. Where is this? So I also have an outline on the button there, and it's flat, which is I think what I want. I don't like the shadow there. And then this needs to be black. Where am I updating that? Let me just close all these. So components, let's look at home. I'm not updating it here. in general. Okay, so H1 is teal. I'm just going to get rid of that. Definitely don't want that throughout my app. Okay, and that's looking pretty good. So let me look at the header or the top navigation and try to update the color, which for the top nav, I think I'm using a toolbar. There's app bar, toolbar, there's a whole bunch of ones they have. So let me see. Yeah, so I can just use color the same way I can in the rest of Beautify. Let's see. Oh yeah, navigation. So top nav, and then color equals info. Was it info? Yeah, awesome. And that actually doesn't look bad with black. I think I had, no, I did have black here. Okay. And then I do want to change. So this, I guess, will change when I have a login. So I'm not going to add the button there yet. And, or I guess I can add the button and just, it won't do anything yet. So let me, and I'll just put it to go home. So log in, and don't really like that. So let me think. So I have a V button. Let me see if that makes it. No. I mean, should I do a button if, I guess this style that I denoted here isn't exactly what I have here anyways. So I think I'll just leave it like this, except I do want the color. Let me try the color to be secondary to get that tan color and see how it looks. So I definitely need the text color. Does it have a text color? Text. Oh, I think I can do light? No. That creates, no. I'm trying to do this without CSS. So let me text color. That's for text fields. But maybe I can use the same code for what I want. We use text. Oh, hey. You said color text. So would that be, I guess that would be here. Equals black. Did that work? All right, so that's on the V button. Is that what you were talking about, putting it on the button? Let me see if I can find that here. Color, text, text areas, no. Oh, okay, I see. So you're saying use it as a class. That makes sense. Thank you. So class equals color text. Oh, wait. I think it would be black, right? Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. It definitely wouldn't match if I put a button here and the same styles that I have for the rest of these. So I guess I'll leave that alone for right now. I'm going to add some margin to the bottom of these elements. So let me look for is it spacing? Yeah, this is not a good copy paste class. So padding right 2. So that's, I'll just copy this and then update it. So where am I? So I'm out of top nav now, back in home. So in the header, I'm gonna go here. Oh, I already have a class. So, oh, oops. So padding right 2, I'm gonna say margin bottom 10. And that looks okay. I'm gonna reduce it a little bit. And then this one, I'm gonna also put it here. So margin bottom. Awesome. Maybe I'll reduce it a little bit more. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then let's see this button. Let me go ahead and change that to, let me look at button styles here. So BTN banners. Oh, button. Here we go. So let me think, should I have an outlined button? I do like outlined for flat stuff. Yeah, I think I will have an outlined button. So let me light, large, outlined, and then, yeah, I think that looks really nice actually. Just like that. Is that big enough? It's big enough for now. Okay, so I could create another section below this. Let me see in my tasks. So I wanted to do, I did this. I updated the top nav. I started on the homepage redesign. I added the footer. Button colors I updated because I updated the theme for Beautify. So even on other pages, well, that's not updated. So let me see in my form. Oops. And form sections, main form. So I think okay, so this button. So, oh, let me put color primary there. Okay. So now that updated the button, and then at the bottom, I guess I'll put color secondary on that for now. So this would be color equals secondary. Sweet. And then I'll do the same class thing there. So I'll put it before the @ click. So class equals, is it black text? All right, and I think that looks okay. I'm gonna leave these two alone even though they don't look very nice. Or should I? Maybe I'll just make these the same color too. Yeah, because they're doing the same thing. They're just adding resources to the list, and this one's just adding sections. So I should make them the same color. So let me copy this and find those buttons. Where are those buttons? Oh, they're inside form sections. So here's a button. And I'm going to have to put this on multiple lines. Okay. And this is so nested inside here. Okay, so I have that button, and there's one more button. This is in projects, so here's the other button. So let me all right. Okay, so yeah, that is a little bit better. Let me go here. Of course, this button and this button don't do anything yet. And then I wonder if this is so square, if it matches to have rounded corners here. But I guess inside of like just a flat header like this, it doesn't make sense to have a not square one. Okay, and then below this will be the other header sections. So I'm at almost an hour right now. Let me see, what else can I do pretty quickly. Maybe I'll make 2 more sections here. Yeah, I think I will make 2 more sections. And then I can just have them to build off of in the future. So get rid of that main form. And then header, I have header, and let me make new files, and I'll just call it second section.vue, and then file until I get better names for these. So third section.vue. Okay, and here I'll just put some kind of default template div second section. Oh, that was in the third. So this is third. The third section, second section, and then I'll import these into home. So header, footer, and I'll just put them in order. And then, yeah. Okay, so this will be second section. And third section. Oh yeah, put that there. And then third section and second section. I'll put them here. Second section. Okay. And then those 2 sections are right there. And I can add the pages for those. Awesome. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna call it a night here because it's been almost an hour, and there's a few more things I want to say before the end of the stream. So next stream, I think I'll quickly be able to clean these up. Actually, after last stream, there were some, I guess, cleanup items that I hadn't taken care of for the back end. So I just want to point this out real quick. So I started setting up some things, like I'm going to need an env file for when I use authentication. So I started setting up a sample env, which is going to copy into, where's my copy command? Yeah, it's going to copy into a regular env for when you first set up this project locally. I set up some debugging let's see, production build. This isn't created yet, but eventually I'll have a seeder and a clean command to clean out everything in the database. I need to set that up. I added just for testing, but I don't have any just tests yet. I did finally add linting, so I can lint and lint fix. Fortunately, in all the time without linting, I really only had 2 errors that needed to be fixed. So yeah, I made some just configuration options here, and ESLint, I put in ESLint RC here and started off with some basic rules. I'll probably import a style guide, not a style guide, like a starter ESLint for Node, so that I get a bunch of rules by default. But yeah, all this configuration was long overdue. And then I also set up Husky. So the Husky library, basically what it does is every time you can set it to every time you push or make a commit or whatever you want to do. So here I have it pre-push. So before I push code to GitHub, it's going to run npm lint and fix for me. So it's going to automatically lint. So that way if I forget, it does it for me. What else did I change? So that's pretty much it. You can see I added all these dev dependencies. And yeah, this was just a bunch of cleanup pending items that I needed to finish. Oh, I also want to say real quick that this has been a great 18 streams. I've definitely kind of learned how to live stream, and I'm working on getting some better equipment, but I think the most important thing was to get better at doing it. I think I've gotten a lot better over the last 18 streams, and there are a lot more things I want to do with live streaming on this channel. So when I get back, I'm going to a conference next week, so I won't be live streaming unless I can maybe sneak in some time while I'm gone. But I will definitely start live streaming again regularly in February, and I will be doing a special live streaming session near the beginning of February in the first week or two, where I'm going to take 3 to 4 hours and just build an entire front-end application, which is going to be really fun, and it's something that I've wanted to exist for a while. I'm going to host it on GitHub for everyone to use. So I'm really excited about that. And after that, I've been playing around with a new Python framework. Well, not so new, but new to me, the Responder framework, which I'm excited because I've done mostly Flask development in Python. So I think that's going to be fun to kind of build an API and some services in Responder and Python, and then, eventually hook up some kind of front end to it, probably Svelte or Vue.js or something. So that will probably be my next live stream. I'll do a few more of these and get this app more built out and fixed up. So thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments about the stream, or if you have any tips or advice, I would love to hear them. I know I can always do better with coding. So I really appreciate that. I am going to push this right now so that I don't forget. Wait, what am I adding? So I'm adding all of these, and I'm adding source components home. I get really nervous about add dot. So I'm just going to, since there's only one thing that I need to directly add, I'm going to say that. And then this just takes care of the updated files. So these files, I'm going to say code from live stream number 18. Yeah, I'm so happy to have made it through 18 of these live streams. And now I'm going to push this and see how it ran my Git hook with Husky. So Husky pre-push, and yeah, it ran the lint fix, which I don't really have many linting rules, so there's nothing to fix. But I will add in, yeah, some more linting stuff. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Leave me a comment, like this video if you liked it, and I will hopefully see you in 2 weeks or sooner. Have a great night.